Hello friends, it's Candace and welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be curating my subscribers' ears. Now, I hope I can get through everything today. I'm going to try not to blabber on too much, but you never know. I just don't want this video to be too long. But all of these I curated back in August. I know. It's been a rough ride. My tattoo apprenticeship has been going on, and basically I am not organized enough to do all of this, but I'm trying to get back into it. Here we go. I'm gonna try to talk fast but do it all. Thank you guys for submitting your ears. I want to just forewarn everyone, please don't be rude to these people if they have any bumps or crust or whatever. We're all on a piercing journey. We all get bumps sometimes. We all get crust sometimes. We all get dry skin sometimes. You know, you don't want someone pointing out if you got some dry skin just because you got an irritated piercing. So let's not criticize these people. Sometimes it can be hard. It can be hard to sustain ear piercings, especially when you want a lot of them. And I know the struggle, and I'm certainly guessing that a lot of you do too. So please feel free to send me your ears. If you want a video of how to take pictures of your ears, I'll link it up there. If you want to see any other of my curations, I'll link it up there. But please send me your ears at my Instagram at CandaceL, linked in the description. Did I say enough? I don't know. Well, I'm gonna get started because we're already 2 minutes in. So anyway, thank you guys for giving me your ears, and let's get started curating. So this person, I think this person had a specific request. Like I said, it was back in August. I could probably scroll and find it, but I haven't at the moment. I think they requested to have chains. I think they were planning to have 3 chains coming off this flat piercing, like 2 or 3 chains. So I figured I could just add that into my curation, no problem. So here's my 3 chains. Then I figured something would look cute, a stacked lobe. They have these 3 lobes. They have rings in the upper 2 and a stretched bottom 1. So I think we need a stud in the mix. Something with a nice decorative end for the front I think would look really pretty there. Then I put a doth in there. Love a doth. I have something in mind that would be really beautiful that would go with the piece that's in the flat piercing really well. Then up here I decided to put a friggin' I decided the top was kind of a little bit empty, so I put a helix piercing right up top, right above the flat piercing to kind of fill up the space. And going on that note, I put a forward helix there. Now, a lot of people can't get forward helixes. These are piercings that are very anatomy dependent, so I would definitely not get your hopes too high. Anyone who wants a forward helix, definitely go see your piercer and make sure you can get it. Don't expect to be able to get it, because it must suck to just be let down when you want something really bad. So this might be anatomy dependent. You may not have the anatomy for this. I'm not a piercer. I cannot determine that. And only a piercer can determine that in person with an in-person consultation. So even if I was a piercer, probably wouldn't be able to tell. But I think if you can get it, a forward helix would look really great here. Then I thought it was a little bit empty right in the middle of the ear. So I figured something a little bit longer going up the side of the ear would be really pretty and fill in that space without getting like a whole bunch of piercings, unless you want that. But I figured I always go a little bit too ham sometimes, so I figured we would just do something small there. So yes, something small that curves up just a little bit. Then this is sort of like if the forward helix doesn't work out, plus it was still looking a little bit empty. I don't know, let's add another ring. Let's put a helix piercing right up at the front. It's sort of like a vertical helix piercing slash like, I guess it would be called like a vertical helix piercing, sort of where like the front of an industrial would go if you wanted an industrial, kind of. Maybe not exactly that, but that's kind of the vibe I'm going for. Maybe a little bit, I don't know, however you want it. You don't have to get it either. I don't know, let's just get on into the jewelry. So first, I did my best editing these chains. It's a struggle, let me tell you. The jewelry the gold is not gonna match. No matter how hard I try, and I was really jankily erasing apparently because this looks horrible. But I feel like you get the effect. It looks good. This was this person's idea. It looks great. You got great ideas over there. Next up is that high lobe piercing. Now I put this is, where is it? This is the bead swirl end from BVLA. Now I think this is a little bit smaller than how I've edited this. Also, I'd like to note, keep in mind that I'm doing my best to like gauge how things are in millimeters. Usually the websites are listing the sizes, but I don't have a ruler against your ear and I don't have a ruler against these images. So I'm just doing my best to kind of choose things that might fit if you wanted to choose these, but you really should go to a piercer to make sure all of these things are going to fit for what you want them for, if that makes sense. So nice little preface right in the middle of that. I thought the bead swirl, even at the actual size, even if it's not actually the size, I think it might be a little smaller. They might have bigger ones though. I'm not sure. I think that would look really pretty there regardless of the size, but you could get anything there, anything really decorative and pretty. You could even move the Afghan down to there and put something else up top if you wanted something bigger up there. That would look really pretty because the Afghan's a pretty small one. So I think that would fit really nicely as a stacked lobe too. You can play around, do whatever you want. Anyway, next one is the Doth. This one is called the Andromeda. Now, I feel like I was really thinking, I don't know, I did this like at the beginning of September, at the end of August. Like, I curated this a while ago. I'm just slacking over here. But I think I was thinking about doing the Afghan ring, but I'm not sure if I couldn't find a good picture of the Afghan ring. Or maybe I just thought it might be like too boring to just have like an Afghan ring when you already have the Afghan. But this looks like a clicker with basically the Afghan with like, I think they call it like, I don't know what this is called. I don't know what that end is called. But it's basically the Afghan ring with one of BVLA's other ends sort of like in the ring, if that makes sense. But this one's called the Andromeda ring, and I just thought it would be really pretty, and I feel like this would help tie in the Afghan with some other like shapes, since it's the Afghan and like these pear shape like cut like diamonds, CZs, whatever it is. I feel like that would lend you to going into like bigger and bolder shapes with gemstones. But I don't know, let me know what you think. I think it would look pretty regardless. And I really feel like it would fit with the whole vibe of your ear. Same thing with the bead swirl. I feel like the beads would fit in with the beads of the Afghan. I feel like it's really coming together over here. Then we're adding in this top hoop. Now we're just gonna add that high helix above your flat piercing. I feel like that really does fill out the top a little bit more, but it is a little bit out of place without something on the top front. So let's add the forward helix now. Now I really picked this one. This one is called the Beaded Pear by BVLA. Now this one has kind of a really big, I think it's a bezel setting. I don't know if that's only for round things, but it's kind of a big one. Like it's a big, you see a lot of gold in it. So it doesn't necessarily have to be this one, but I thought this would be good because it kind of goes with the shape of what's in the Doth, and it has the beads from the Doth, and it has the beads from the Afghan. I feel like it's a cool shape. It fits the space well if you can get a forward helix. I just feel like it would look really nice there and complement everything and tie everything together a little bit. So I thought that was really pretty. Then I added the Half Triumph by Juniper Jewelry. I don't know, I'm so bad at talking. But again, with the beads, I thought it would look really pretty, like shooting up the ear, like cascading up. I guess it's supposed to cascade down. You could probably get one that's like angled the other way so the small ones can go on the top. I don't know. I thought something really small like that with that little curve would really fit the shape of your ear really nice and look really pretty. So that's why I put it there. Last but not least, for this ear, I just added that second like high helix like on the upper rim. And I really feel like these helix piercings I put on the top, they're kind of an extra. They kind of don't need to be there. I feel like if you get the forward helix, maybe one of these or something like in between these would look nice to kind of balance out the whole thing so there's something everywhere. But I feel like if anything's not necessary, it would be these two top ones that I put on. But I don't know, I feel like altogether this all looks really pretty, especially if you got something a little bit more unique than just a plain like seam ring for these like high helixes. But for these purposes, I just put a plain seam ring that look basically like white lines, so that's great. Okay, so for this next one, I think this person said they just wanted like a little bit of guidance, like they didn't want like a lot more. Obviously they already have very nice jewelry and their ear is really cohesive and really beautiful, and bravo to you. These all look really like clean and healed pretty nice. Like, I guess the tragus doesn't necessarily look healed, but you know, your piercings don't have to be healed. But oh my gosh, your ear just looks so satisfying to look at and it's gorgeous. So I think they only wanted a couple piercings, and that's why I only chose 2. Either that, or I just was like, maybe I don't need to go overboard on everyone's ear, and since this person already has a lot of piercings, I only chose 2. I don't know, let me know down below. I'm sorry if I messed up your order. So the first thing I wanted to put in it was another helix piercing. I feel like there's a double on the bottom. We could get this double on the top. I don't know. I feel like the top is a little bit lacking, if it is lacking at all. Like the bottom has a lot going on and then the top just has the one helix. I feel like we could definitely get away with more going on up top. Especially with these chains at the bottom, we can definitely do a lot more on top there. And then I put a doth piercing because your conch is, from this picture anyway, your conch looks very open, and these conch piercings are so close to the side. I'm assuming for like ring purposes, but since you have that, you have like a lot of room to show off your conch piercing and a doth piercing if you have the anatomy for that. So I think like you have a really like nice size conch to fit both of these, and especially since you already have like really small dainty stuff in the conch already, I think a doth could look really pretty there. So let's see what I chose. So for your helix piercing, I chose the Rapture ring from BBLA. Now I couldn't find a picture of it like hanging off an ear, unfortunately, but I just thought, obviously, if you buy this, it's going to be like hanging and draping down a little bit more. It won't be like propped up straight, if that makes sense. I guess it depends on the size of like the diameter of the ring, but you get what I mean. You have a lot of jewelry, you probably understand. But either way, I thought, regardless of how it hangs, I thought it would look so pretty. The way that gems are set on the side sort of looks like that like paisley shaped ring you have in your faux rook. So like I feel like it kind of has a similar vibe to what you got, plus it has that marquee shape, like you have the marquee fan down there, plus the chains. First of all, these are really unique looking chains and they are so pretty, and I think the chains would look good with the chains that you already have on the bottom. Let me know what you think in the comments below, but I think this would look really pretty, just like draped down on the bottom of this helix. Add more chains. Chains always make things look prettier somehow. But yeah, let me know. That one I think looks really pretty. And then for the doth, I thought the Terra ring from Buddha Jewelry Organic would also look really pretty there. It has beading on it, which sort of matches the jewelry in your tragus and your upper conch piercing. And then it has those like, they're kind of more like, I guess, pear-shaped instead of like the marquee shape. I don't know what's the shape of that. Like, is it called a marquee? Whatever. But it kind of has a similar vibe to the other jewelry in your ear, while also being like different enough to really stand out and be beautiful on its own, while also not being so big that it overpowers like what's in your conch. Like, I feel like it really would fit in with everything else you have going on in your ear. Anyway, that's all for this ear. I really love how it looks. I think if you wanted to do more, you could probably like do like a high flat or like some sort of like hidden, like Tash has like those hidden rook like Tash has those like hidden helix piercings, but you could probably go to BVLA and make something similar, or just get the Tash one. I think that could look cool, like hiding from like above. I think there's like many opportunities. I feel like a piercing up top might look cool too. I'm just thinking about this now, so sorry. So I think I'm gonna end this video here. And then this way I can, my second curating video of this little batch, I can look a little different. I'll just film that a different day. I don't know. Let me know what you think. What was your favorite curation that I did? Which was, I guess, your favorite, like, original setup of ear? Because we had some real beauties today, let me tell you. Wow, I really thought I talked so much more, but I only talked about 2 people. And one of them I only added 2 piercings to, so go figure. I definitely talk a whole lot. If you like talking, please subscribe. Don't forget to like, comment, and share my video. Get the safe piercing out there. Get the really high quality body jewelry out there. Maybe I should put my bangs back. I don't know. I'm trying to style my hair. I never would style my hair. Whatever. I probably look dopey, but it's alright. It's alright. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to send me your ears on Instagram at CandanceL, linked in the description. And subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I said that a lot. Love you. See you in the next one. Bye. Trying to be way more concise when I film videos, because I talk so much. But I still talk too much. I guess I can only do like 2 ears per video. This is a lot.